G'day, it's Jamie, and welcome to Where's My Yowie. Today, I'm reading an old Aussie bush yarn from 1884, so we'll get into it. This was published in the Illustrated Sydney News on Saturday, the 12th of April, 1884, titled On the Wallaby. 10 years ago, he said, as he swallowed the gratuitous hot coffee and cold meat. 10 years ago, my prospect in life was altogether very different from what it is now. And I flatter myself, ma'am, that what I am today I owe alone to my unaided efforts. Yes, ma'am, my own unaided efforts. Though I say it who should not say it, yet I do say it boldly, ma'am, that what you see before you is a self-made man. 10 years ago, I had to work 8 hours a day, week in, week out. It is true my work was light and had very little to do, but I was still confined 8 hours a day in one place, in one city, you know. Now, I go where I please. I am as free as the air. I call no man master. I do nothing, and the poor fools who labour and sweat for a living feed me and clothe me, all owing to my own exertions, ma'am, my own exertions. Indeed, said the woman, smiling. I should like to see how you look when exerting yourself. Here, Tiger. She had the opportunity she sought. The self-made man got only a glimpse of Tiger coming up the yard, with his splendid set of teeth on free exhibition. It was enough, and the self-made man made off without stopping to finish his meal. He exerted himself on this occasion if he never had before. He was soon out of sight, and quiet again reigned about the homestead. The woman sat plying her needle, with a smile on her face, as one who recalls some rare pleasure. And Tiger wandered about the yard, with a piece of the self-made man's pantaloons clenched in his relentless jaws. It was one of those scenes of homely domestic bliss that the artist delights to dwell upon, and the painter hastens to place upon his canvas. The end. I love that story. I reckon that's classic. You shouldn't call the people that are feeding you for free fools. And he got what he deserved. And I liked how the dog had the piece of the man's pants in his mouth because he tried to tear him a new one. And if you're wondering, this on the Wallaby is a term, Australian term. It's also known as on the Wallaby track. And it's where swagmen usually, who were unemployed and didn't have a fixed address, they would just travel the countryside, going from town to town looking for work. And in the Great Depression in the 1920s and 30s, my grandfather actually did this as a swagman. He told me about it, and he would go from one town to another looking for work, and just people stayed in showgrounds and that there. And they used to give you the dole, like unemployment benefits. It was a pittance, but you could only collect it in one town at a time. So when you collected it, you could stay there for a bit, but if you wanted to collect any more, you would have to move on to the next town. And he was telling me that he virtually survived on onion sandwiches, and if they were really, really lucky, they had a bit of dripping or lard to put on the bread as well. Times were tough in those old days. Okay, that's it from me. I'll get back to you all next time. Bye.